Ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your set. I'm Hitman Cuz. Welcome one and all to your official predictions for NXT No Mercy. And of course, I'm not alone on this endeavor. Please welcome as always the co-host of the contracts, the humble man Gary. Gary, welcome to the contracts.
Yo, what's good, my man? What's good, my man? Cuz Payton, what up?
Ain't shit, man. Ready to get into this pay-per-view?
Let's do this shit like Brutus, you know it.
Alright. Starting off, we have Noam Dar versus Butch for the NXT Heritage Cup in, as always, a British rounds rules match. I'll be honest. At first, I thought that Noam Dar was just gonna straight up win this just because Butch is on SmackDown, but considering the injury to Sheamus, who knows? Maybe they might have him down there longer, just to stall, so for Sheamus, to recover from his injury.
Oh yeah, man.
But at the same time, they're still sort of feuding with Pretty Deadly. But honestly, even though I really like Butch and I wouldn't mind him winning, I honestly want Noam Dar to retain because Metaphor has been very, very entertaining, especially with their little with the little booth setup that they have. It honestly reminds me of their special VIP lounge that Toxic Attraction had.
Oh yeah.
And then freaking all the different disguise, all the different outfits that they be wearing. Freaking that Matrix shit that they were wearing, the safari stuff, like very creative stuff.
Right, exactly.
So even though I wouldn't mind Butch to win it, I want Noam Dar to win.
Honestly speaking, I would like for either one to win. Honestly, it's gonna be a good match. I want either one to win.
Yeah, and also one other thing I like about Metaphor is Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson being back on TV in a serious role, because Lash Legend especially freaking, I didn't appreciate her being a jobber.
Facts.
So now with her being given something serious, I'm liking this.
Oh yeah. Facts.
Yep. Moving on, we have Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin. And first off, I am so ecstatic. Words can't describe how happy I am and how serious they're making Baron Corbin look. Finally, for the longest, he's looking like a serious threat. Finally, once again, he's looking like a badass.
Yeah, man.
But I have two issues with this match. The first issue is that they're both heels. So someone's got to get cheered.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, I think it's probably going to be Corbin.
Oh, probably.
And then the second problem I have with this match is the fact that it's just a singles match.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest reason why that's such an issue with me is because did you see NXT?
Yes, I did.
Freaking, and you saw how they were fighting all throughout the arena and whatnot, right?
Yes, sir.
Because of that, in my opinion, their match should either be a street fight or no holds barred.
Oh, yeah.
Or better yet, falls count anywhere.
Oh, right, exactly.
Because this feud has gotten way too intense for it just to be a standard singles match.
Right.
But and you know, needless to say, I want Baron Corbin to win because
All right.
he, in my opinion, should definitely win this match. But that's my own personal bias. But at the same time, part of me wouldn't mind Braun Breaker to win just because, with the exception of what he did to Von Wagner, pretty much every feud he's gotten into lately, he's lost.
Exactly.
So, in my opinion, I think he needs to. I think he needs this win just to get him back into the swing of things.
Oh, got you.
And if he does lose, then this has to be a very hard hitting match. And again, there should be a special stipulation, but that's just me.
That's right. Honestly speaking, I think I want either one to win. I wonder who is going to win, but the match should be good.
Yeah. Moving on, we have Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's title. I ain't got much of a problem with this match, and with it being Extreme Rules, yeah, I guess that was added because of the chair shot that Becky took. Again, I really don't have a problem with this match. I just wonder how well how well Tiffany is gonna perform in an Extreme Rules match.
All right.
And if I'm being honest, even with the weapons, I honestly don't see I don't see her getting the title back, if I'm being honest. Unless like someone like Kiana James comes out and interferes. Yeah, I really don't see it.
Oh, honestly, I don't see Tiffany. I think that match is going to be great. It's going to be better than that first match they had weeks ago, but I think it's going to be great. But I think Becky's retaining.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I saw something on Twitter that really pissed me off about Becky, in which she made it public that she wouldn't mind having a title unification match against Rhea Ripley at I think WrestleMania. And as much as I wouldn't mind a match with her and Rhea, enough with the fucking title unification matches. I'm sick of them.
All right.
Keep the NXT title in NXT. Keep the Women's World title here. Freaking Women's World title just got here. Freaking no title unification matches. Enough with them. End it. Like seriously, knock it the fuck off, man.
Exactly.
Like I'm so sick of this shit.
I got you perfectly.
Moving on.
Damn, yeah, honestly, sorry, before you go, yeah, unification, keep the titles the way they are. I ain't going to debate you there. Like, it's kind of irritating.
Thank you.
Right.
Moving on. We have Tony D'Angelo and Channing Lorenzo versus Out the Mud, Lucien Prince and Bronco Nima, the Creed brothers and Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza in a fatal 4-way tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. First off, let me say this. I have really liked what they've been doing with scripts and OTM. Like,
oh, yeah.
First off, giving scripts, well, or Reggie, well, this freaking turning them hood and shit was the best move. And then,
oh, yeah.
And then having him manage these two dudes that basically came from the gutter and were built hood tough. I'm loving it, man. Absolutely loving it. Then for Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, first off, number one, I'm very pleased that they got their last names back. That's number one. Number two, I like that they keep referencing their grandfather and their grandfather or his father, the late great Hector Garza. If you remember, Hector Garza was actually a part of the original LWO. As a matter of fact, he was one of the first member. He was the first member, along with Damien, that was recruited by Eddie Guerrero.
That's right.
So yeah, but I will admit, the Creed brothers have really been getting on my nerves for some reason.
Oh wow, why?
I don't know. There's something about them just doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem the same.
Creed brothers?
Yeah. Personally, I think that when they lost that loser leaves match, that they should have went to the main roster. Them playing games with Schism and whatnot, all just for them to come back. Honestly, that was whack. And honestly, in my opinion, it was a bit of lazy writing. The reason why I feel it was lazy is because the feud with the loser leaves match pretty much reminded me exactly of the feud between Andrade Cien Almas and Johnny Gargano, in which the last match they had was also what was a loser leaves match, where Johnny lost, so he had to leave NXT.
Exactly.
And then he had a match in which if he won, he got his job back, and he won that. That's why I feel it's a carbon copy. It was a carbon copy of that match, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Or better, of that feud.
That's right. That is right.
Yeah.
I can't debate you there.
Yeah. And then finally, as much as I love the family, their tag title reign has been bad.
Oh man.
The reason why I say it's been bad is because this is literally their first defense since winning the titles, and they've been the champs for a good minute now, I think.
Right. That's a fact.
And the thing is, freaking, ever since winning the titles, they've only been on TV for segments. They haven't even had matches since winning the titles.
Exactly.
And sure, the segments help keep them, on TV and sort of gives people a reason to care about them. But even still, man, their reign has been pretty whack.
Right.
So I say if they retain the titles here, then hopefully this gives their reign meaning.
Right.
Because so far it's been pretty. It's been bad,
That's right. I ain't gonna hold you. It has been.
But I will say this: given that it's a fatal 4-way tag match, I honestly expect it to be a million miles a minute.
Oh, word?
Because pretty much every time there's been a multi-team tag match, it's always been so crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, it has been.
And I just realized that OTM they just got here and they're already getting a title match.
Exactly.
And unlike MSK, they've actually had matches in NXT before. They've actually had matches in NXT before receiving the title shot.
Exactly.
Instead of already being handed one and thrown into a tournament and shit.
Exactly.
But even still, you're probably not gonna like my prediction, but I want anybody except the Creed brothers to win.
It's all good. Honestly speaking, it'll be a good match, but I mean, we'll see who the hell wins.
But I will admit, I do expect some powerful mixed with crazy aerial spots from the Creed brothers and Garza Carrillo.
Right.
And honestly, I think this match just might be OTM's coming out party, where they truly show what they can do in the ring.
Oh yeah.
And don't get me wrong, they've been good so far, and I really like their finisher. But I think this will truly show their skills and what they truly have in their arsenal.
Right. Honestly speaking, yeah, we shall see about that.
Moving on, we have Dominic Mysterio versus Trick Williams for the North American Championship with Dragon Lee as special guest referee. Now, before I get down to the match, I gotta get this off my chest. Dragon Lee should be nowhere near this match, not even as a special guest referee.
Right.
Because the way I see it, Dragon Lee needs to get to the back of the fucking line.
Facts.
When he hit Dom with that cheap shot, even though he was talking shit, I see him as nothing more than a fucking sore loser, and he needs to get over himself.
See what you mean?
Because he's already had 2 opportunities to face Dom, and he lost both times. And I'll admit, and of course, the first time, Dom cheated, but the second time he didn't. Dom beat him clean. Therefore, he's had 2 shots. He's lost both times. Back of the line, fool.
Right. I see what you mean.
And I tell you what, I'm gonna be even more pissed at him if he screws Dom over in the match.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of the match, let's talk about Trick Willie for a sec.
Yes, let's do it.
Man, he has been making great strides in the ring, improving greatly, and now it has finally paid off. Last NXT was his time to shine. First off, he dropped off Joe Gacy. Then he got put into the triple threat match, making a fatal 4-way, and by hook or crook, he got the job done, won the match, and now he's number 1 contender. Is it Trick's time?
Facts.
No, I'm asking you the question. Is it Trick's time?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Facts. It is his time, man. He's doing very good. I was really impressed when I saw NXT. He's been impressive ever since, man.
Yeah. And honestly, out of all the themes that don't have music, that don't have words, he has the best theme right now.
Hell to the fucking his theme is, oh my god, flames.
Because first off, the crowd is always up on their feet vibing to the song, chanting "Whoop that trick." And then if that ain't good enough, freaking you got Booker freaking vibing to the song on commentary.
Right.
And but I will admit, there was something I found out that I thought that made me cringe. Do you know Chris Van Vliet?
Oh yeah.
Yo, he had the nerve to question why the crowd chants "Whoop that trick" to Trick Williams, claiming that it doesn't make sense.
What?
Like, tell me you are uncultured without telling me you ain't uncultured.
Exactly.
Like, all I'm gonna say for him is watch Hustle and Flow. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch Hustle and Flow.
Exactly.
Now, and as far as the match goes, honestly, this just might be the dark horse to be match of the night.
Right.
Because both Trick and Dom have improved greatly in the ring.
Oh yeah, they have it. They did.
So, I honestly would not be surprised if these two low-key tore the house down.
Oh yeah.
And who knows, they just might blow everybody away with how good of a match they put on.
That's a fact.
And as far as who wins, honestly, I wouldn't mind either one winning.
Oh yeah. I
mean,
wouldn't mind that the one winning too.
Yeah. And as long as Dragon Lee stays in his lane and doesn't screw anybody over, I'm all good.
Fact.
But even with this match, we still gotta address the elephant in the room, in which, you know, it sucks that Mustafa Ali got released, because we can only imagine how great of a match him and Dom would have had.
Exactly.
But, you know, we can't control it. You know, now that he's free, maybe he can finally be with a company in which he'll be happy.
Exactly.
And this match, again, low key, is probably gonna be the match of the night.
Oh yeah.
Now finally moving on, we have the main event: Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship.
Oh yeah.
This match is probably gonna be pretty nuts.
Yeah, it will be.
Because we all know what they both bring to the table, and this, more than anything, is the rubber match between the two. Because, you know, the first time they faced off, you know, one could say that Melo got lucky because a Trick inadvertently interfering, but that was only because freaking he was trying to hype up Melo, and then he pushed Melo out the way and took the hit for himself.
Exactly.
But it was that separation that left him wide open to get hit with nothing but net. But even still, you know.
Right. Wait, what's the name got hit by mistake?
Trick.
Yeah, facts. This past Tuesday, right?
No, man.
And it passed, right?
Yeah, the last time they faced off for the NXT title.
Yeah. That's a fact. It's a fact. I don't know why I confused it. My bad. That's a fact.
But yeah, you know.
Word.
And honestly, if Hayes retains clean again, then Dragunov's got no excuse.
That's a fact. But you know what I think is going to happen? Which I hope doesn't happen?
Honestly, I think I might know, but go ahead.
I think that
Trick Williams is going to interfere.
Trick Williams, he gonna turn on Melo, but I hope it don't happen though.
Honestly, the biggest reason why I was thinking that is because of Melo's Freudian slip.
Oh yeah.
In which he was saying how he's not any of the opponents that Ilya's faced in the past that he's beaten, in which one of them he slipped and said he's not Trick.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, if Trick doesn't win the North American title, then he's probably gonna interfere in the match, bitter over his loss and also the fact that he didn't freaking that he heard what Melo said.
Oh yeah, facts.
But again, you know, I'm also hoping that doesn't happen because the biggest reason, you know, the crowd is firmly behind Trick Williams, you know, and
Oh yeah.
and you know, I don't want Trick Mello Gang to be broken up right now.
Neither do I, man.
Like they've got way too much going for them right now. They're riding high on too much momentum.
Facts. I hope my boy Melo retains, yo.
Yeah. Now, overall, this whole event should be crazy, man. Honestly, more than anything else, I hope this gets brought. This is an improvement upon last year.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not last year, the previous pay-per-view that they had.
Exactly.
Great American Bash.
Yeah, exactly. Me see what I say.
Because, you know, the thing is, it was, yeah. It was just it was so disappointing. You know, the event was so disappointing.
Right.
You know, because we expect great things out of NXT, and the event just fumbled.
Facts.
So
exactly.
And thankfully SummerSlam fixed it, but NXT wise, you know, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. And so I'm hoping that No Mercy will fix everything.
Fix everything from NXT this past Tuesday, right?
No, fix everything from Great American Bash.
Oh, Great American Bash, yeah, that's a fact, yeah, because Great American Bash wasn't too all that, so I agree with you, so I hope it fixes everything from there.
And also on a side note, what's going on with Wes Lee? Because if you remember, it looked like he quit.
Exactly.
So you know, so who knows what's going on with that?
Exactly. Who the hell knows? I hope he comes back.
Yeah, but you know, all will be answered and more, or at least most of it, at the pay-per-view. So that's gonna do it for this episode of the Contracts. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time at a busy schedule to come and chill with your boys. I definitely want to thank the Humble Man as always for coming, kicking his wrestling knowledge.
Yes, sir. Yes, my man, Cos Payton. You know it.
Yeah. And
you know it, my man. You already know, and we definitely we'll definitely be right back here with y'all here next week for the results and also for our predictions for Fastlane.
Yo, Fastlane is literally right around the corner, and yet, and it's crazy.
Word, next Saturday.
Like these events are so closely to each other, and yet there really isn't that many matches scheduled.
Exactly.
Like, as far as I know, I didn't think the only matches that are scheduled are Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa versus John Cena and now LA Knight. And
I didn't see SmackDown.
And then sorry.
I love it.
And then also Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match.
Oh, word.
But like, that's it.
Oh, what match is that? Seth Rollins and Nakamura, last man standing match for the title. And what else?
Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa versus John Cena.
Okay.
But, you know, before we get any further out off topic, that's it. If y'all enjoyed this video, well, hit the like button, comment if you feel like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And until next time, as always, by Struggle Vision Productions, it's Hitman and the Hummer Man. And if you see us coming, run.